current price, that's the $3,900 per ton, we are still pricing around $10,000, $8,000, because if you don't price it at that high, we
can't get money to give to them.
we can't make any profit.
Look,
so that's why it's becoming a challenge.
We'll talk about this in a bit.
Yeah. It's becoming a big challenge.
Black Rasta has a song for you.
Sweet Ghana, set her free, free from devotion. Ghana, oh Ghana, Kwame Nkrumah Ghana.
To be able to catch up on your favorite newspaper. And so the Ghanaian Times, their big banner story, GTA CEO cautions. No, that's not their big banner story. Their big banner story at 2026 mining in Daba Confab. Come invest in Ghana. Land Minister woos industry captains. 2 arrested for alleged prison drug smuggling. Restore Ghana's economic credibility. President Tax Advisory Group. Not a good enough story for us this morning. Cerebrospinal meningitis kills 2 in Upper West region, and GTA CEO cautions hospitality operators against unlawful service charges. On page 7 of the Ghanaian Times, there's an interesting story or a feature by Dr. Michael Barbini on cancer prevention and why awareness and action matter. And so grab a copy of the Ghanaian Times and read that for yourself on cancer prevention. I'm sure it will be of interest. I can't read the entire thing for you here on the show, but get a copy of the Ghanaian Times and read for yourself that bit on cancer prevention. But 6 is here as well with us still.
There's another story we should pay attention to. Front page of the Overseer newspaper. It says GRA dismisses price hike fears over new VAT Act. And that story is on page 2 of the paper. You know, because of the new formula, the apprehension is that there will be increments in goods and services, prices of goods and services. And knowing our Ghana people, they definitely will do that. somebody will say, oh, but there's a new VAT system, and so my prices are higher because of this. Let's not do Russia and Ukraine on ourselves. That is why this GRA story is important.
Yeah.
So let me just indulge me. And the story is by Sandy Yeboah Anoche. It says the Ghana Revenue Authority has responded to concerns raised by the Abossey-Okai Spare Parts Traders Association over the new value-added tax regime, insisting the reforms will not lead to higher prices when properly applied. This follows threats by the This follows threats by the Abossey-Okai traders to embark on a strike, arguing that the implementation of the new Act 1151 will increase consumer prices, distort competition, and impose an unfair burden on spare parts dealers. But the GRA, in a statement dated Monday, February 10, explained that the claims reflect, quote, a fundamental misunderstanding of how the new VAT system operates, end of quote, stressing that the shift from the 4% flat rate scheme to a standard VAT system with an effective 20% rate should rather reduce costs for traders. Quote, the change from the 4% flat rate to 20% will not result in increased prices, end of quote. The authority stated, explaining that under the old flat rate regime, traders paid input VAT of 21.9% on every purchase and could not deduct it, making it part of their business cost. Under the new system, input VAT of 20% is fully deductible, allowing traders to claim it back and price goods based on a lower cost base. Let me take this one again. Under the new system, input VAT of 20% is fully deductible, allowing traders to claim it back and price goods based on a lower cost base. So ultimately, this is not a paper I'm explaining. Ultimately, it should result in lower prices for the consumer, both for the trader and the consumer.
Absolutely.
But the position that the spare parts took suggested that there was going to be increased consumer prices.
No.
But GRA is saying no. Let me continue with the statement. To demonstrate this, the GRA cited an example using a 500 Ghana base price with a 20% profit margin, noting that the final price to the customer under the new regime would be 720 Ghana cedis compared to 760.66 Ghana cedis under the old flat rate system. So it's a difference of a 40 cedis, 66 pesos. Quote, when input VAT deductibility is properly accounted for, the customer's final price under the new regime is 40 cedis, 66 pesos lower than under the old regime. The authority maintained that any price increases currently being recorded in the market are not the result of the new policy, but rather a pricing error by traders who are applying the 20% output VAT on top of the cost that still include input VAT. The appearance of higher prices is a result of traders applying the new 20% output VAT on top of a cost base that still includes non-deductible input VAT, the GRA said. It also dismissed concerns that the increased VAT registration threshold, now 750 Ghana cedis, will create market distortions. It explained that non-registered traders will pay VAT on purchase but cannot claim it back, meaning VAT becomes permanently embedded in their cost, while registered traders recover input VAT and remit only the net difference between what they charge and what they paid. The final quote, the final price to the customer is identical. So it is better for the trader to be a registered a VAT registered VAT compliant trader
than not to be. You have to register, pay your VAT, and you have the opportunity to claim back some of that cost. We are trying to raise the spare parts dealers. Other than that, by the time we realize we are back to higher prices again, all of the effort would have been meaningless. Right, that whole confusion, I was hoping the GRA statement has sought to clarify, but we need to also understand from Guta what the concern and the fear is, and then we'll try and balance it out, because there has to be an understanding to an extent as to what is happening. Then we can make progress. Otherwise, like Sixto says, we will be burdened with having to pay more for a lot of these items, particularly spare parts and all of that. Then we'll come to the cocoa on VAT.
Yeah, on VAT. So per this new VAT law, a business that is VAT registered collects VAT on behalf of the government. So here's how the flow looks like. So let's say you are a business person, you sell a product or service, so you charge the customer 20%, and this 20% is based on the 15% standard VAT plus the 2.5% NHIL and the 2.5% GET fund. So you keep the net sale amount and remit the tax portion, which is the 20% to the GRA. So let's take an example. So if, for example, you sell an item for maybe 100 cedis before tax, so the VAT and levies, if you calculate that, it will be around 20 cedis.
So the item will now cost
120 cedis. That's just by way of the calculation, to know that the threshold has changed. It's no longer 200,000 Ghana cedis for the issuance of VAT. It's now 250,000 Ghana cedis per the latest budget that was read by Honorable Kasio Atofose. So that's just to put across that it's not something that's going to hike the price. And take note, COVID levy has been abolished, so it is out of the contest now.
Well, like we mentioned, we're seeking to get Guta as well to help us appreciate. In fact, all of us around this table help us appreciate what really the concerns are, because it's not the first time they are having to raise this. They held a news conference yesterday. Perhaps we might. I'll bring back excerpts of that news conference from yesterday as well, on their concern.
So there's this thing.
Is it? I suspect it's a problem of the calculation.
Yeah, you see, there's this cascading effect that we talk about. At first, after taxing you, they tax the tax. So that's the cascading effect that we talk about. That's what led to this introduction of this flat rate. If they finish taxing, especially if you go to the restaurant, if you like check your slip, check your
bill,
bills,
right?
You realize that after the taxes, they take a tax of all the taxes and tax you again. All right. So to remove this cascading effect, that's what led to the introduction of this standard rate, or the flat rate regime of taxing. So, it depends. If you look at, maybe if you go and buy an item from Abosu Okain, mostly their, revenue threshold, most of them will exceed 750,000 a year. So they have that mandate to issue these VAT receipts. So it will not necessarily cause price increase. It depends on a lot of circumstances.
A lot of factors will have to come in before that. Let's just take a listen to
all the
new boss of Guta as he addressed the press yesterday in relation to this particular subject matter and where their concerns lie. Right, we'll rectify that and then we'll bring that sound to you. I think there's a bit of a problem in being able to hear. That will be rectified pretty shortly, and then we'll hear from the Guta boss as well on this subject matter with respect to prices and the new VATs and the challenges from which they say they want government intervention and some action taken with regard the new VAT prices. But while we work we work the phone lines to connect with them, and there's a bit of a challenge. If I could get a technician in and around this place to address that as well. Let's perhaps begin to get into the cocoa conversation properly now. Today we're expecting the finance minister, following the
decision
cabinet meeting yesterday, to come through and tell Ghanaians what the plan is.
Yeah.
But even before that, let's paint a picture as to what the issues are to start off with, Wisdom.
Yeah, so Mawena, if you want to talk about the cocoa sector as a whole, it is a multifaceted problem conjoined. I mean, the problems with Cocoa Board and Ghana's cocoa pricing and financing model is very huge. I actually don't know where to start from. But, well, let's start from I want to start from the exchange rate and forex losses. So you realize that this is the catch. We pay our farmers in cedis, but we buy and sell these. We sell these produce in dollars. Effectively, if the cedi is appreciating and it's doing well, we are supposed to say, most Ghanaians are happy when we hear that the cedi is appreciating. At first, if $1 is 15 cedis, now $1 is 10 cedis. Oh, come on, it's good. It's good for those who want to study abroad. I mean, it's something that we all have to embrace. But the reverse effect is this: when the cedi is appreciating, you realize that the dollar equivalent in cedi become less.
That's a certainty.
That is a certainty. So it also affects the pricing or the money that these farmers will get at the farm gate. So even if we give them 70% of the freight on board price, the FOB, and we translate it back to Ghana cedis, because the cedi is just appreciating, we have a forex loss over there. Now, let me give you a critical example. The beginning of last year, that's 2025, when this new administration came, we realized that they were paying 3,100 per bag for the 64 kg bag of cocoa. But you realize that per the current, or per that time, per the market condition and the exchange rate, the farmer should have been getting somewhere around 1,900 for the same one equivalent, the dollar equivalent. Because the cedi appreciated within the first 3 months, by March it was trading around 10 cedi, 20 pesos. Realize that they should have been paying the farmer around 1,900, but yet they were still maintaining the 3,100 Ghana cedis for the same bag of cocoa. And this is what it means. It means that Cocoa Board has to add or subsidize, the price. So they have to incur that debt so that the farmer can also enjoy their 3,100 per bag benefit. That's why they were not able to increase the price to the promise that they made in their manifesto, that they will give them 70%, and it was translating to somewhere around 6,000 Ghana cedis per bag. But the farmers were disappointed just because of this exchange rate movement. That's how come they were not able to get that 6,000 Ghana. So any plan going into the future should seek to model or find its way around this exchange rate, shortfalls.
I'm very certain that will happen.
Yeah.
The other aspect of the debate, and we'll shelve a bit more of this for later as well, is the debate about spot sales, forward sales, and the use of the mix method in selling our cocoa.
Yeah.
You and I have been having conversations as to how local value addition companies do not get our own cocoa and all of that, because they are sold to international partners and what have you. That's been one of the many debates. the suggestion is that, particularly from a lot of the opposition elements that we've been reading from, is this year the government or the management resorted to spot sales.
Yeah.
I'm yet to hear Dr. Randy Abbey, I'm yet to monitor and hear in particular what strategy was used in particular for this year.
So for this year, we were using a new buying and selling model away from the syndicated loan. So this year, what we were doing, it's kind of spot, but it still had a for selling aspect, a bit of it. So you realize that we go to the buyers and we tell them that, look, we have the cocoa, but we don't have money to buy the cocoa internally. So give us 60% or whatever money you're going to pay us eventually. Give us 60% of that, and we will go and buy the cocoa from the farmers. After buying the cocoa from the farmers and supplying it to you, you pay us the remaining 40%. That was the model. So here's the catch. We went to the buyers. The buyers, they compare our prices to other alternatives. You know, a lot of other countries are now producing cocoa, and they are looking at some are even creating it in the lab. Just that Ghana's cocoa is premium.
Yeah.
Our farmers know how to dry them, they know how to process them and all that. So our cocoa is premium. That's a fact. But they compare our cocoa to the market prices. We were pricing around 8,000, 6,000, and the market prices currently is around 3,000, 4,000. So as a rational, buyer, you say that, oh, our cocoa is too expensive. So you'll not be willing to give us that 60% upfront. You see, so that's where the liquidity challenge came in, and we're not getting the money from the international buyers to give to the LBCs to buy the cocoa and give the farmers their money. So that's where the shortfall came. And there's another aspect of it that had to do with local banks not willing to loan money to the LBCs. At first, Morena, I was looking through this statistical bulletin, the quarter 3 of 2025 by the Bank of Ghana. So if you go to the Bank of Ghana website right now, there is a statistical bulletin quarter 3 2025 approved. If you go to table 6, the heading is sectoral distribution of outstanding credit by deposit money banks, and all these figures are quoted in millions of Ghana cedis. You realize that if you this means that of all the credits that is circulating in the economy, which sectors are holding these credits or which sectors are holding these loans?
Yeah, right.
Now, if you look at the sectors, agri sector, exports and trade, they are all holding a significant, especially the transportation and manufacturing sector. They are holding the biggest chunk of the loan. But if you look at cocoa marketing, if you look at the figures, by December 2024, cocoa marketing, for the whole of December, right, cocoa marketing received loan of 61.58 million Ghana cedis. All the figures are in millions. 56, let me state it again. 61.58 million Ghana cedis. As at 2024, by the end of 2024. But guess what? In 2025, from January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, Mawina, 0.
Means there's a challenge.
So meaning these local banks are not willing, or they don't want to give monies to these LBCs. Guess what? Because you are not credit worthy. If you give you the money, you can't pay. So for the whole of 2025, as at the time this report came, 0, as compared to last year, 61.
As compared to 2024.
Last 2 years, 2024, 61.58 million. So you see, even local banks are not willing. They are shying away from giving out loans to these LBCs to buy them.
And these are all the little niggly details, which constitutes the chunk of the problems, right? Which constitutes not the chunk, which constitutes
most of it.
the problem which exists within the cocoa sector. Obviously, we can have a conversation about Cocoa Board and the structure that they've been operating, and the cost in running the office called Cocoa Board as well.
That's also a very big conversation.
Has been on the upward trajectory for some time, and the argument has been very clear that it's becoming an institution which is taken away from the farmers instead of benefiting the farmers as well. That's also a part of the conversation that needs to be had.
Yeah.
So we've touched on the financials bits.
We've touched on the exchange rate rainfalls, and we've touched on the financing model, how it was being financed as compared to the syndicated loan. Now we can look at the legacy debts.
Which is huge.
Very huge. Cocoa roads.
And
you know, even these cocoa roads, it was restructured because you realize that by last year in the 2026 budget, it was restructured. You realize that they were saying that, look, Cocoa Board should not be responsible for, doing roads. That's not the job for Cocoa Board. So they relieved Cocoa Board of that, and now it has been decentralized to the Ministry of Roads, as well as the Finance Ministry. So Cocoa Board is no longer in charge. So right now, Cocoa Board's debt as at 2026 budget statement stands at 20.6 billion Ghana cedis. 20.6 billion Ghana cedis. That's Cocoa Board current debt.
Right. So we're doing what? 23 minutes to the top of the hour. You're still live here on the 3FM Sunrise. And today we're expecting a big address, right?
Yeah.
From the finance minister in relation to the status of the country's cocoa sector and what the challenges are and the way forward. What we're seeking to do this morning is to lay down a foundation based on data provided by the respective agencies on what the cocoa sector looks like vis-a-vis what the present challenges are. The present challenge now is paying off the cocoa farmers because they have not been paid. So what we're seeking to do is to lay down all of those foundations, and then we can look forward to what proposals, what suggestions the finance minister will be announcing a lot later today. So as of the 2025 or the 2026 budget, which was read by the finance minister, we have a debt of 20.6 billion
cedis,
and a part of it has been restructured.
Yes. So this is the restructured figure. So at first it was way higher. It was around 33 billion cedis. It is now 20.6 billion cedis after restructuring, and I'm taking some of the debt off Cocoa Board books and being now absorbed by other ministries or agencies. Now it's on Finance Ministry's books. Yeah. So the debts, as I said, the debts come from subsidies. You realize that I was explaining the exchange rate dynamics, and they had to pay a top up for the farmers to get their 3,100 Ghana cedis per bag. Another, these operational losses, as you were mentioning, the how Cocoa Board is run.
The
you see, you are making a lot of losses. You are incurring a lot of debts, but yet still, your managers, your CEO, your board chairman is taking huge amount of money. You are buying a lot of, cars, big allowances. Well, I understand, but it shouldn't exceed. It shouldn't go to an extent where it will plunge Cocoa Board in debt. But there's one important thing when we talk about Cocoa Board. It's about the share of cocoa of our total export. Morena, if it's not because of gold, that is, holding this country down.
We would have been in serious crisis disaster. For forex exchange.
It would have been because gold prices are generally increasing on the international market. Though it has fluctuated of late, it has declined a bit compared to.
Where are we now?
We are around 4,000. Yes, we are around 4,500 ish.
We dropped to 4,500.
At first,
the last time we were at 5,200.
Yes.
I saw it drop to 4,800. We're now at
4,500.
I'm going to pause you here on this conversation and bring in sports, because the sports team is here. Akosia is here to help us do sports.
Roads to World Cup 2026.
Oh no, I'm not sure we're talking World Cup.
You're not talking World Cup?
Or are we talking World Cup this morning?
Why, you want to go and buy a ticket?
Yeah, I want to go. Marvin, I want you to go.
You want to go, and if by now you've not already acquired a ticket, I don't know.
You don't know whether or not. There'll be tickets. There'll be tickets. It will just be a bit more expensive.
But they've made some allocations available to the member association. So by now you should be in contact with them.
So do you have your tickets?
Maybe there's cash money, and so who wants to buy?
As a media person, I wouldn't need a ticket.
Okay.
Yeah, for media persons. What are we to expect from sports today?
Listen, we're looking at the fact that Antoine Semenyo is gradually probably becoming the best to ever play the Premier League. For a very long time, Tony Yeboah used to quote that. I mean, what he did at Leeds United, being able to score double-digit goals in the time that he did it and how he did it, he remains one of the best players to have played in the Premier League from Ghana. But Antoine Semenyo is gradually overtaking that sport. And yesterday against Fulham,
he scored and had an assist.
13th goal already in the. What's going on here?
No, his mic.
Yes,
his mic is off.
Yes,
so do not.
Is he one of the best local strikers we have?
Sixus, your mic is off.
as it stands,
no, your mic is off. You are distracting the listeners.
She can hear me.
Michael Amwa. No, Albert Amwa.
Yeah.
He's one of the best we have.
Yes.
On the
Was he? I'm hearing he was in Libya and was shipped back into the country.
He got a transfer. No, he got a transfer to Libya, and things did not go as planned for him in terms of performance and in terms of what the club thought he was going to be able to churn out. So they kind of brought him back, or they opened up an opportunity for him to select another team that he would want to go to.
And he came
back to Kumasi Asante.
There's a running theme of our best strikers going outside and struggling.
Yeah, it only goes back to mean that just maybe our players are not able to just do the basics, because for some coaches, they expect you to know how to do the basics. If a striker and I bring you into my team, I really don't care about what you add into my defensive play. I don't care about that. If you're a striker, I'm caring more about what you add into our attacking force, what you add into our offensive force. And if you're not scoring goals, if you're not able to show me, even with how you're moving, where you are, in terms of movement, in terms of where you place yourself, in terms of how you open up yourself for passes, even
whether or not you are a point for which they can play off and all of that.
You're on the ball and off the ball.
Sixers, that's fine. Let's do sports now. Akosia is here with the very latest. Akosia, come and do sports for me.
Yes, in the Black Stars today, I do not think that
you see, when I speak,
even break into the starting line.
When I speak,
he doesn't have what it takes.
The woman answered the question.
She has answered.
Has already said that.
I have said that, and he's doubting my prowess.
He doesn't have
what. Taken a prejudiced position against the man.
No, I don't think it's a prejudiced decision. If he doesn't have what it takes to break into the starting lineup of the Black Stars now.
Look,
because if we have a Jordan Ayew who has given us so many goals in the World Cup qualifiers, if what Antoine Semenyo is doing with
replicates it at the World Cup,
itself at the World Cup, if Fatawi Ishahaku
banging in goals,
is able to score, even Christopher Bonsuba, who is in Saudi, if he's also able to replicate what he's doing at club level, he's able to come into the national team. Brandon Thomas Asante. Yes, all of them. If they are able to replicate what they are doing in their various clubs, it will be very difficult for Amwa to even make it to the squad that will go into the World Cup, because they would announce 50 players for a start. I'm sure his name might be in the 50. Probably, maybe
5-0.
Yeah.
And then it will be whittled down to 26.
Premier League, as we said today, if you were to name
two players,
you will not allow the.
I'll name one. Benjamin Asare.
Thank you. There's still hope.
So, I think I need to make this point.
Yeah.
When I say something in relation to sports,
You need to listen.
listen.
Yeah.
Do you like?
He's a
do,
reference
do you,
point.
Do you understand what I'm
Listen.
saying? Listen.
Yeah.
There is a quality issue when it comes to our strikers when they leave. The Ash Gold, was it before Ash Gold? Was it Ash Gold? A team was banned for Ash Gold.
Yeah.
The top striker, he left the country,
Yeah.
struggled. We can talk about Hearts of Oaks, Barnier,
Yeah.
very good,
Yeah.
but hasn't been able to crack it at the Swiss league.
Yeah.
And there are
very few occasions
yes.
where we have some players, especially those who didn't play in the Premier League, maybe in the Division 1, in the Division 2.
Then they
going
move
out
on
there,
and then they go
they're
and do
able
well.
to-
But at the Premier League level,
don't survive when they go out.
for now,
yes.
we have a series
So when
of players
I'm
to
not
point
speaking out of a vacuum,
I am leaving you.
and you are continuously challenging and challenging and challenging. Akosa, please come and do sports.
Good morning once again. It's time for the sports update on Sunrise. My name is Akosia AJ. We're already talking about some players we think should make the Black Star squad for the World Cup, especially when it comes to our local players. But for now, even the Black Stars technical director, Wilfred Schaefer, has said that one player he's looked at and said he's one of the best we have is Accra Hearts-of-Oak goalkeeper Benjamin Asare. We'll be talking about the Ghana Premier League's biggest clash, Kumasi Asante Kotoko taking on Accra Hearts-of-Oak. That game is happening right after Valentine's Day, and for the fans of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, they wish for nothing but a win because of everything they are going through this particular time. And so let's start off from the Ghana Premier League. Weber Bayara Stadium will roar back to life this Sunday as Asante Kotoko and Hearts-of-Oak renew their historic rivalry in the Ghana Premier League Week 22 Super Clash. But this edition comes with a dramatic twist for the Porcupine Warriors following major changes in their technical setup ahead of the crunch encounter. My colleague Emmanuel Owusu has more in this report.
Accra gets busy on this frequency. 92.
Asante Kotoko go into the Super Clash after a turbulent week that saw head coach Karim Zito resign following a meeting with the club's interim management committee. The club has since appointed Prince Yaousu as interim head coach, with Hamza being named as his assistant to guide the team for Sunday's showdown against their sworn rivals Hearts-of-Oak. Hearts-of-Oak arrive in Kumasi sitting fourth on the league table with 36 points, while Asante Kotoko follow closely in fifth position with 35 points. Speaking for the first time since his appointment, interim coach Yaousu has apologized to the club supporters following their shocking round of 16 exit from the FA Cup against Adriana FC. Despite that setback, the former assistant coach believes the defeat will not affect the team's mentality heading into the Super Clash.
It's not going to be an easy game, but we're not going to go down. It's Hasselhoff. Definitely they would like to come here to fight us, but not this time around.
Returning striker Albert Amoa, who recently rejoined the club after a loan spell in Libya, is confident Kotoko can rise to the occasion and complete a double over Hasselhoff this season.
We are preparing very well, and I think we are working more on our goal scoring, and we also need to get more goals in that match. So I think we are ready for Sunday.
Beyond the pride and bragging rights, the Super Clash also carries serious implication for the league title race. League leaders Mediama SC currently hold an 8-point advantage at the top. Kotoko would once again rely on the famous Baba Yara Sports Stadium atmosphere, where the club has enjoyed strong performances this season. A change in leadership, wounded pride and renewed belief all combined to set the stage for another explosive chapter in Ghana's greatest football rivalry.
You heard a report by my colleague Emmanuel Owusu, who works with Akoma FM. We still stay with the Super Clash that will be happening between Kumasi Asante Kotoko and Accra Hasselhoff at the Baba Yara Stadium. As former Kotoko player Eric Belcoin has expressed confidence that the departure of Karim Zito will not affect the team's performance. Zito, who took over from Prosper Ogum, stepped down just days before the crucial encounter. However, Eric Belcoin remains optimistic that the players' determination to secure the positive results and their overall ambition remains unchanged.
Yeah, looking at Karim Zito's history behind playing against Hasselhoff from Dreams FC and then coming to Kotoko, he hasn't lost against Hasselhoff. I think it was a moral booster for the club. But it's just the code that have been changed, but the players are still there. So I think tactical discipline is going to play a vital role in this game. I should stand by the 2-1. Kotoko is winning 2-1.
Well, the predictions have started flowing in. Remember, that game will be live on TV3 and Onya TV. You can also watch the game across on all of our social media handles. Now to some other stories where AJ Oxlade captain Elisha Owusu says he's continuing to work hard in hopes of securing a place in Ghana's Black Star squad ahead of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. The midfielder has had an inconsistent run with the national team, with his most recent appearances coming in the final World Cup qualifiers against Central African Republic and Mali. Despite being in and out of the squad, Owusu remains determined and hopeful of earning a call-up for the tournament.
Yeah, first of all, it will be an honor, will be a big blessing to play the World Cup for my country. And second of all, I try to not think of it not that much, I don't want to be something every day thinking of World Cup. No, I try to focus on what I need to do every day. For me, life is about process and take it day by day, You don't want to think too much about the outcome. And I try to process it every day. I know that if I do good with my club, train good, sleep good, perform good with some games, it will help me to go to this World Cup, But I try to not put a lot of pressure on myself, even enough to not think too much about it. For me, it's not now. It's for me really. If I take about the situation of my club and everything, is far away. So I try to focus on what I need to do day by day, and we see what God have in stock for us.
AJ Oxlade captain Elisha Owusu there. Now with some news from the continent, the Confederation of African Football is reportedly weighing the possibility of postponing the 2027 African Cup of Nations to 2028 amid concerns over the preparedness of co-host Kenya, Tanzania and Uganda. According to reports, CAF's executive committee is expected to deliberate on the proposal at an upcoming meeting in Dar es Salaam. The agenda is also set to include broader issues affecting continental competitions, including uncertainties surrounding the Women's African Cup of Nations, which is scheduled for next month. let's do some more on Black Stars, but this time to Antoine Semenyo, who plays for Manchester City, as he has opened up on his electric start to life at Manchester City, describing his recent form as something of a fairy tale as he continues to make
fairy tale right now. Yeah, it's new to me, to be honest. I'm enjoying it, but obviously comes with a lot of pressure, a lot of demands, and I think we've got the team to do it. There's 13 games to go, 12 I think. Just need to keep going. Yeah, we have. Just gonna sit tight, watch the game tomorrow, and then hopefully it goes our way. So let's see.
Meanwhile, Manchester City boss Pep Guardiola has once again expressed his admiration for Ghanaian forward Antoine Semenyo following his stellar start at the club. The Spaniard hailed the new signing after City's dominant performance over Fulham, where Semenyo's goal helped maintain the club's pursuit of a first league title in recent years. Guardiola was full of praise for the forward's immediate impact, emphasizing the qualities that have made him a key figure in the Citizens' attack.
A lot of goals. I have a sense of the second balls in the boxes with the cows, but not just that. The pace, the intensity, keep the ball with the ball. This is a top. I said, the club make with Mark and Antoine incredible signs.
Because Antoine have a rhythm in our pace in the pressing that helps, and always when we talk is to be close all together. When Erling is there, you have to be close to Erling. When Antoine is there, you have to be close Antoine. Have to be close to Rodri. Everyone has to be close to each other. It's the only way in the team that we have to defend, and today the first half was outstanding. Was really, really, really good.
Well, that's it for the sports on Sunrise. My name is Akusia AJ. Thanks for listening.
Thank you very much, Akusia, for that sport update. Later 9 a.m., Honorable Adam Mutawakilu will be here in studio delivering water on Ghana water issues. Yeah, that's right. But first, I'm sure we can take a break and understand what's happening on the corridors of Ghana water. Saturday, Accra City Hotel Valentine Weekend Experience is coming up. And this Valentine weekend, love lives in Accra City Hotel. Make it a complete romantic escape with a Valentine special staycation for only 2,040 Ghana cedis and an overnight of stay in the elegant Queen Room with breakfast for two from February 13th to February 15th. 13th, we have Kizomba night, free entry, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. created for just you and yours. Also, we have a special one for you, buffet. Oh, mine. You get complimentary chocolates and you get a reporting and get to enjoy some good feeling. Featuring a wide range of selection of delicious evening. Oh, man. It's going to be beautiful. 6:30 p.m. on Thursday. Oh, Charlie. Love beer there. This is what DJ Phil will not get. But he will survive. Barnes Road, directly opposite the Octagon, Accra Poly. 0577 600 444. That's the number to go. Accra City Hotel, where Love Lake takes the center stage. Oh mine. Now, let me take you on a cozy rosy ride. When we return from that break, there's something special happening your way.
The Electoral Commission has reiterated its commitment to organizing free and fair elections this December.
How's your week treating you? I'm here to serve you great music tidbits for your at-work listening pleasure. Rastafari, Rastafari, Rastafari. Our Father, who art in Zion, Kanamawe, Kanamawe, Kanamawe. Oh, turn it up!
Come into the mountains, sight and I grandfather.
It's time to drive you home in style with great music, the 411 and all your favorite songs, what's happening around town, and so much more.
And in the headlines today, the two leading political parties have been addressing the public on allegations of corruption. The Black Stars coach has unveiled his squad for the upcoming games, and there are some interesting names. Pull up! The weekend is here and it's time to turn up. Get your dancing shoes on, Lego. We really do have it all. It's a premium mix of information and entertainment every single day on 3FM 92.7, your urban lifestyle radio.
In the silence, something was growing. The journey continues. The calm before the storm. You can't mute a force that was born to speak. You can't bury rhythm. It rewrites itself. Louder. Every signal lost finds its way back to the source. This is not a comeback, it's a recalibration. This is the takeover. This is Trigmatic on 3FM Drive. Driving you home with good vibes, good conversations, and the freshest hits. Hop in, take a ride. Trigmatic on 3FM Drive. 3FM, your urban lifestyle radio.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello, is this Emmanuel?
Yeah, this is Emmanuel.
Hi, Emmanuel. So we got your message and we're going to help you out here. I'm told that you broke up with your lady and you're trying to get her back. What happened?
The Electoral Commission has reiterated its commitment to organizing free and fair elections this December.
How's your week treating you? I'm here to serve you great music tidbits for your at-work listening pleasure. Rastafari, Rastafari, Rastafari. Our Father, who art in Zion, Kanamawe, Kanamawe, Kanamawe. Oh, turn it up!
Come into the mountains, sight and I grandfather.
It's time to drive you home in style with great music, the 411 and all your favorite songs, what's happening around town, and so much more.
And in the headlines today, the two leading political parties have been addressing the public on allegations of corruption. The Black Stars coach has unveiled his squad for the upcoming games, and there are some interesting names. Pull up! The weekend is here and it's time to turn up. Get your dancing shoes on, Lego. We really do have it all. It's a premium mix of information and entertainment every single day on 3FM 92.7, your urban lifestyle radio.
It would have moved. Check away, say move front eye, son of a back eye, wine no wine, and man, so jagella, so pressure on the coin.
An earlier report by our correspondent, and then we can get on to the conversations now.
They say fet dear ni sanya market kiti no yere mic afo ha de yenye bi they say boot or si kind no ye sanya man no yentimi nya bi wa ha because cocoa there I suppose I do be 18 years na ka wa go fet na ka no so timi aboa ye there bia ye mapa wa na use one ko toto eduro rough cocoa so timi nya ti say na ope asase bi oho rebe ye cocoa na gala for abetu ti say obi amama sase na asen be ye 20 acres me oho a gala niti e ma betu asase no abeno kram na ka sopo medu akokra mante me anua gala ni de hajun hajun about me boy next stop sa de ni crack ye met me ask me bo say because east region how pe bia akoko opa e wo east region e kromu ha e krom ye kwani nye they said duro near good cocoa so sister one ko ye gala kasa what mean because cocoa there season your time reality e basa ye kasa ye kwaduma ye na sa ye cocoa gala no ye ko ye gala ho aduma sana be nyeska near beto duro fa good cocoa so aban moaye e we duro mu e mu moaye ye kasa na ebre yan ko gala ye nyeska beto duro fa good cocoa so cocoa price need ye maye but osatu mu de ye pe sister one open efu obi open efu because akwaduma no edin obi kotima ene me say 1.5 ma mo be sisa beji 80 Ghana we hu ma mo bo emusa kobo emuseji 80 be ma beji 1 million koko e ka o sese ade na 3006 first me say last year na 3000 one ade ba
It's good for us. Why? You fit get the one I'm in for one.
Already, yeah. What's your bell? I know they're all back. Bessa.
Well, come around here, yes. Oh, come here, not a friend. And then what I'm here. Oh, yes, we're one Jamie. One Jamie, the woman and said, what are you? What's Sam Huko? Yeah, nothing is also. Let me tell you about you.
You need faith. They say faith, dear ni Sanya market kitty no yere mike afo ha de yenye bi. They say boot or si kind no. Ye Sanya mano ye timi nye bi wa ha. Cause Coco dear, I suppose they do be 18 years. Na kawagu faith. Na kaniso timi aboye. There be a mapa wa ne use. One ko toto e duro rough Coco so timi nyati say na ope. As I say be a ho rebe Coco. Na gala for abetu. Ti say obia mama sase na asen be 20 acres. Me ho a galaniti e ma betu asase no. Abeno kram na ka sopo medua kokra mante me anua. Galani de hadwon. Hadwon. About me boy next stop sa de ni crack ye. Metimi ansimi bo say because East region how pe be bia Coco pa e wo East region e kromu ha. E krom ye kwani nye. They said duro near good Coco so sister one ko ye gala kasa. Ultimate because Coco there season your time yeriti. E basa ye kasa ye kwaduma ye nansa ye Coco gala no ye ko ye gala ho adwuma sana be nyeska ne rebeto aduro fa good Coco so aban moaye e wa duro nu. E mo moaye ye kasa na ebre ya ko gala ye nyeska beto aduro fa good Coco so. Coco price this dey ye maye. But osasu mu je yepe. Sister, one penefu. Obi a penefu. Because Obi kotima ene say 1.5. Ma mo be sisa beji ete Ghana.
Sunrise on 3FM.
Emu se ji 80 be ma beji 1 million. Coco e ka o se si ade. 3,000 more than 92.7 your urban lifestyle radio.
Eighteen past 8 here on the 3FM Sunrise, and we're talking the subject matter of Coco. That's what we said we're going to be focusing on, and we'll bring you a bit more on this as well this morning. We've been hearing from some cocoa farmers from different parts of the country. This particular farmer we've been hearing from in the eastern region, to be specific. My colleague Yvonne Nikwe, who's our Eastern Regional Bureau Chief, has been engaging these farmers on the challenges, right? Let's connect with her right now on the phone lines for a bit more on this. Yvonne, good morning to you. I trust that you're well.
Good morning, Eric. I'm doing well. I hope you're good too.
Yes, by God's abundant grace, we're fine. You've been interacting with a number of these farmers. I mean, the general refrain has been, we've not been paid and there's difficulty and what have you. You've been engaging them, visiting the farms. What can you say is the status of the cocoa farmer based upon your interaction with them?
Okay, Soda. So the Eastern region is part of the first 3 or 4 regions across Ghana that produces cocoa in large quantities. Now, three critical issues affect them. Of course, beyond the issues of they not being paid, there are two critical issues as well. The use of land or acquiring land. Some of the lands have been taken away by Galamsey, others to sun rigging. And so if you don't own a land or a land is released to you by family heads or people who own the land, it means that you will have just small portions of land to have your cocoa farm on it. It means that the production of the cocoa will reduce. It's one of the reasons why we're not seeing the Cocoa Board announce the over hundreds of millions of tons that get over the years. Again, there are issues of input, and as much as some of them acknowledge that government once in a while does give them a bit of petrol and spraying chemicals on their farms, they do not have access to fertilizers as well. Any of the fertilizers that comes in are usually a high cost, and so they don't have the means of purchasing them. So it's critical issues, money not coming in, access to land, and then inputs that are inadequate for them. And so these issues are one of the challenging issues for them, making the cocoa farming difficult. Many of them are moving away from doing cocoa because if you would have to put in a lot and not get quite much, and even the much you're getting, government is unable to pay for it, it means that they will have to leave their land and let the owners probably give it back to those who are doing illegal mining to sell it off while they engage in other activities that probably may just give them a short-term income. And so these are the challenges farmers across the length and breadth of the Eastern region are facing.
Right. On the persons you engaged, I don't want to say a percentage, but how many of them, for instance, were awaiting payments for cocoa they had provided or made available to the license buying companies and are yet to be paid for it?
That particular data is not readily available. But
I'm not speaking in terms of data. I'm actually speaking based on your interaction. So this is more people-centered and your experiences having visited the farms, not data for Eastern region or anything like that.
Okay. So for farmers in the regional capital, those in Oda, several of them have still not received monies from the cocoa they're giving to the marketing officials. They did tell me yesterday that quite from December thereabouts, monies were not coming in. They were just offered funds when they bring in their bags of cocoa, hoping that the cash will come in. But as of now, the cash is not coming in, and so they are unable to fend for their families. Many of them don't do any other crops apart from cocoa, and so that is also another challenge. Probably extension officers will need to tell them out that cocoa farmers need to be engaging in mixed cropping beyond cocoa. Exactly what can you do again, so that when cocoa goes into a lean season or such challenges coming, they may have alternative crops to lean on as well as governments resolve the challenges for them.
Now, in listening to one of the farmers, there was an interesting submission that they are not getting a lot of support in terms of chemicals for spraying and what have you, and so they have to resort to illegal mining to get money so they can buy these needed inputs to use on their farms. Is that a prevalence in the region or in Koforidua and Oda areas where you visited, such that farmers say the spraying and all of that, which is more often than not taken care of by government, is not coming, and so they are having to resort to other means to get funding to do that?
That particular farmer is from the Ashim Oda area. Ashim Oda is prevalent when it comes to legal mining issues. So, of course, those are the real issues that dealing with that. In as much as you want to do the cocoa business, you do have lack of funds. So it means that you would have to, as it were, engage in illegal mining to get quite some substantial amount of money to put back into your farming activities. And so it looks like paying Peter to rob Paul. Exactly whether even those mining activities are legal is another issue, because of how NIMO's being to that area clamped down on quite a number of illegal mining activities and irresponsible mining activities as also two critical issues to deal with. Cocoa farmers not having input to get enough production or expand their farms or get their farms going, dealing with issues with mining as well, people engaging in those activities because probably they need some money to invest back into their farming. That particular area is one of the biggest areas that produces a lot of cocoa in the eastern region. Achimota, Kede, and those enclaves do a whole lot of cocoa for the eastern region. And so yes, it's one of the areas that we have to be looking at in the coming days to see exactly how cocoa farmers in those areas would be sustained.
But generally, is that also a challenge? The lack of inputs and support that you've realized outside of Achimota, because that was a very interesting aspect where it's resulting to illegal mining. Is it widespread? Maybe other areas are not having to resort to illegal mining, but the farmers are being forced to do other things so that they can get support for their farms.
That was a quite interesting and different issue for him and probably those in his area. For other areas, they would definitely abandon their farms and probably get to engage wholly in illegal mining or mining in any form of activities because of doing the cocoa farming business, and for a year or two, you're not having the needed input. But illegal mining or irresponsible mining is giving quite a substantial amount of money, probably by day or by week. It means that you will desert your farm. For others who are not facing the issues of mining and the Nkofodia and the rest of it's an issue of sand winning, and so those who are engaged in the sand winning are taking over their land. And so people who, as I mentioned already, do not actually own the land, but they are attached to the land, are losing their lands also. So it's an issue of how governments engage with the landowners to ensure that farmers who get lease lands are able to maintain them for a longer period of time to produce the cocoa. Otherwise, we may not have the output we have been having over the years. We'll still be short of cocoa to supply or export from our country.
And these farmers, I'm talking about the generality of the persons you engage with now. What is their expectation? I say expectation with regard to interaction with cocoa extension officers in their respective districts and regions, because I know there are officers in every region who are supposed to be providing support services to these farmers. Is it the case that these extension officers have gone silent on them? What is the interaction? What did they tell you is the response they get from these extension officers when they cry out for help, for supplement and what have you?
Well, that particular issue stood out when it comes to personnel of extension officers. They did acknowledge that the extension officers are always with them, of course, teaching them on best practice. That is the extent of the mandate of the extension officers. But beyond that, they are unable, as it were, supply them the input, because if the input does not come or is decentralized to them, they are unable to receive it, and so they may not have it all. Again, there are those who believe that in as much as some of the inputs coming, people not connected or are part of farmer-based organization would not access it. So probably if you're in Koforidua or Asamankese and you don't belong to a farmer union and probably pay your dues or contribute to the organization, when the inputs are decentralized, you will not have access to it. So those are also part of other issues on French side that is also affecting these farmers on a general level.
Yvonne, is there hope for them in your interaction with them? I think this will be my final question to you. When you interact with them, are they losing hope and wanting to abandon the idea of being cocoa farmers?
From my interactions with them since yesterday, they are a bit hopeful, listening to the conversations on radio and the promises government is making. And so it looks like they're just holding on the next week or month, hoping that these challenges they're facing will be resolved by government. Otherwise, probably in the next 6 months or a year, we may get people out of the cocoa business and we may be found wanting, because we do know that cocoa is one of the critical crops for Ghana when it comes to getting income when it exports those produce. We're hoping that we don't get to that extent when cocoa farmers will lose hope in the business, but their challenges will be resolved, and then we'll have them still stay in the cocoa farming business.
Right then. I said that was my last question, but I just want to know about disease crops, swollen shoots, and what have you, whether or not it's prevalent in the regions in which you visited.
For that particular issue, I would have to confirm it with the agriculture director if indeed we're seeing some swollen shoot disease being recorded by farmers. Hoping that by the close of today, we'll get the confirmation from the ministry or the directorate here in the region.
Right. Yvonne, thank you very much. I appreciate your time spent with us this morning and helping us understand what the issues are in the areas. So Koforidia, Akemoda, and the likes, these are the areas my colleague Yvonne Nico. And if you're following us on Facebook as well, you see her in some of the videos we're rolling. She was present in the farms and was engaging these farmers on the matters. We are seeking to connect with Ibrahim Abubakar as well in the Ashanti region. He as well visited a number of these farms. Let's just connect with him and find out what the situation is there as well. Ibrahim, good morning to you. I trust that you're well.
I'm doing very well now.
Right. We've been having lots of discussions about cocoa and the situation of cocoa farmers. You've been visiting some of the farm areas in the Ashanti region. What's the status of the average cocoa farmers there?
Well, Mauna, quite a sad situation for most of these farmers. They have been complaining for some of the farmers, and they tell me they've sold over 50 bags. They are waiting for the money for several months. They've not been able to receive even a peswa, and this is even affecting how they are able to take care of their families. We do know that about 98 of these farmers solely rely on cocoa activities for their livelihood as their source of income. So any delay of such nature definitely comes as a big blow to them. These are people who have invested a lot in their farming activities, and the time has come for them to reap what they have sown. And they have been able to harvest, but the monies are not coming. We live in a country where there is this fight against cocoa smuggling to other communities or other countries, rather. These farmers have consistently been asked not to engage in these smuggling activities because it's considered illegal. But they are saying that per the rate things are going, if immediate solutions do not come, most of them may be left with no option than to also resort to other means, and which means that whenever they harvest their cocoa, they will be looking elsewhere. They wouldn't be putting all their eggs in one basket, meaning they wouldn't be putting all the cocoa waiting for government to come and buy it. And it's something that should be of concern to the country, because as we speak, our cocoa production itself is on the decline due to activities of illegal miners. And some of these farmers, while some willingly even give out their cocoa farms to these illegal miners, others do not, but forceful takeover. And these farmers have been taken through a series of education on the need not to even attempt selling their farms to these illegal miners. So they are saying that if they have decided to abide by that, the government should also do its part of the contract by ensuring that whenever their cash crop is ready, they should also be able to get their money as and when they need it. So there's been a lot of conversation, but generally most of them are complaining that even monies to send their awards to school, monies to even fend for themselves is becoming a challenge, and they are hoping that as soon as possible, government does something about it and release monies for them to be paid.
And for these farmers who are still awaiting the payments, what is the communication they have received in interaction with officials from the LBCs and what have you?
Well, most of them are saying same old communication, nothing different from what they've been told. They are still giving assurances that the money will come, whilst others are even being told the truth that there are no monies. Others are still receiving assurances that they should hold on, money will soon come. But their challenge is that they are unable to even plan because they do not know exactly when the monies will come. They've not been given timelines. Let's say if they are even aware that it may be somewhere in March the monies will come, or April, then they will even know how to plan, or if they will have to go for loan, they will know how to properly plan for their activities. But as we speak, they do not know exactly when these monies are coming, and it's even affecting their farming activities because some are unable to even buy the farm inputs that they require to continue with the farming activities. For some of them, they are quite fortunate. For some who are not only into cocoa, so they are falling on other crops, let's say plantain and other crops that they are working on, and vegetables to be able to get something and rely on. But those who are solely working on cocoa farming are quite hot, and they do not want any further excuses. They've heard that indeed the president is trying to intervene, but between today and tomorrow, they are waiting to hear something positive, that there will be timelines, maybe next week, next 2 weeks, next 3 weeks, they will be getting their monies. That is all that they are waiting to hear from the government.
Right. Just quickly on difficulties in being able to continue farming. We engage with Yvonne, and in some parts of the eastern region where galamsey is rife, some of the farmers tell us that, look, we sometimes enter galamsey pits, get some money, and then when we get money, we return to our cocoa farms and use that as financial aid to get the input and supplements needed. Outside, are we seeing similar, right, in the Ashanti region? I know you've mentioned some of the farmers have other farms and they are relying on that. Are we seeing things within that region, even though we know as well that some of the farmers are being forced to sell their farms to these illegal miners?
Exactly, Mauna. It is not different from this region, especially in areas like Kunsu, where now illegal mining activities are even trying to take over cocoa farming activities. We are seeing more of these cocoa farmers doing part-time illegal mining, part-time cocoa farming. Some have, in fact, even moved to the mining side because that is where they are fetching the money. So in this situation, yes, it is indeed true. I've spoken to some who say from time to time they will have to go and engage in some of these illegal mining activities so that they will also be able to get something and be able to cater for the needs of their family. For now, that is the primary needs, at least the basic ones, feeding, education, health. They have to make sure that they get money from elsewhere to be able to sort out these things. So it's true, it's happening here, like I said, in areas around Kunsu and its environs.
Right then, Ibrahim, thank you. Thank you very much for this update. I'm sure we'll return to you after that address by the finance minister a lot later today and see what the farmers make of it. Wisdom, Safo is still in studio with me. So Wisdom, just quickly, the effect of Galamsey is not just taking over farms, but it's also becoming a means of support for some farmers to keep them afloat. A very interesting dynamic between our cocoa and Galamsey.
That's very sad, Mawena. You see, it's before, as a country, we can take control over our cocoa industry. We have to be in a better position to at least produce enough in order to control the market. So if you have this Galamsey conversation coming in, look, about 15,000 hectares of cocoa farmland have been lost because of Galamsey. And Galamsey is a short-term fast money. Cocoa gives us longevity. Well, so I was having a conversation with a friend yesterday. He said that Galamsey is like a girlfriend and cocoa is like a wife. You know, it's a long-term investment. Okay, we can't have this opportunity cost because we want to quickly get gold, sell it, and make money. Well, I don't want to strike a relationship between how our gold exports are increasing and the fact that the share of cocoa diminishing. But if you look at the share of cocoa as percentage of our total export, I was putting out the figures. You realize that it has declined from 26.6% in January 2023 to 12.4% in November 2025. So that's like a 14 percentage point decline. So at first, Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, we were able to control the market because we were producing somewhere around 64% of the entire market when we're talking about global cocoa production. But here lies the case, we are producing less than 40% now because a lot of other countries are coming in. We don't have a say. We can't control prices. You see, if you can't control prices, you are always at the mercy of the international price. So that's the main challenge. In order to take control of the cocoa sector, we have to be producing more and we have to be in a good standing. Because if your buyer will even give you a loan to even go and buy your cocoa, you have to actually show commitment that you are always producing, there's constant supply of this cocoa. But if we have Galamsey coming in, destroying this cocoa, you cut down our cocoa trees just because you want to quick cash, then it's a challenge. But I understand them. Well, they have to eat, they have to survive. So it's a challenge. We have to go down there and solve the issue from the ground, from the base. And you remember one with the conversation with Yvonne, she mentioned that land lease, those who are leasing their lands to these cocoa farmers. If I lease my land to you,
I'm not seeing the returns.
You are not giving me any money for whatever you are producing on my land. You still want me to give that land to you? No, I won't. I'd rather go and give it to someone who is a Galamseya, who will give me huge amount of money to extract my gold. So we are battling not only against forex debts, international.
We're losing cocoa
we are also losing
then
our
there's a
cocoa
swollen
farm
shoot virus as well, which is wiping out
some of these
cocoa farms as well, and they all have to be rehabilitated and treated amongst many other things. Let's talk what we can look out for today when the finance minister does address. We've pretty much laid bare what the problems are. We've had a conversation as well about the spot price, forward sales, and all of that. Realistically, based upon what it is that we've seen play out, what options do we have on the table per the data points that we've been looking at?
So, Mawena, per the data point, you realize that our best bet will be internal value addition.
That's been something that we've been saying for a very long time.
You see, sometimes it's not about getting a doctorate degree to solve the basic problems. You see, some of the things that the solutions that are being proposed are things we already know. Just do the simple things right. You see, and the simple things are sometimes the most difficult things to do. So internal value addition is our best bet. Look, we were having a conversation about why our local manufacturers are not getting our own
premium cocoa beans, right?
They have to go and import from Burkina Faso, import from Cote d'Ivoire, just to process, because we've sold all our cocoa out. And if we are able to sell internally, we will not have this exchange rates disadvantage. The only disadvantage will be on the producer side. So whether the producer, after producing, the market of that producer, is it internal or external?
So all of these are factors, and whether or not the producers have the capacity to take the volumes we produce every year, the tons of cocoa beans that we produce every year. That's
another conversation.
That's not readily available as well.
You know, the chocolate we've been producing is a premium.
King's Bites. That's actually my favorite.
Your favorite,
when we talk chocolate.
I have a friend in France. Whenever I call her, she tells me that, look, I want King's Bites. The chocolate in France, I don't like the chocolate here. I want King's Bites. King's Bites. So we can capitalize on the quality and market. If we capitalize on the quality, sometimes even if you go to a shop, for instance, and there are 2 grades of chocolate, you look at, if the higher grade, it's expensive and you have the taste and preference for it, no matter the price they quote for you, you're still going to buy it. So effective marketing, internal value addition, and expanding the market base. You know, one thing we can also do is to subsidize the production or the internal processing of this cocoa, because if a producer, let's say, is trying to buy Ghana made cocoa beans to process
cocoa pods from Ghana,
Ghana, we should just put in place programs or policies that will make it cheaper for them to access especially when it comes to tax reliefs. I'm not proposing that we should go and cut taxes but we can look at subsidies, look at things that will make it easier for them to produce the cocoa internally at a very cheaper price. Because one of the greatest disincentive to us as a country is because we are at the mercy of international prices. Whatever happens on the international price will have a direct effect on the farmers and would have a direct effect on our revenue mobilization as well. So we have to look at all angles, Marina.
Right then, that's Wisdom Safo with our research desk here at Media General, helping us appreciate as well the many other martyrs on front and center in terms of all that we're supposed to be talking about. We're just going to go for this quick break. Conversation with the MD of the Ghana Water Company Limited. We'll bring that to you because there's a lot to talk about, right? A number of you go onto our Facebook as well as YouTube where we're streaming concerns about water shortages and water view in different parts of the country. All of that and more, Adam Mutawakilu, the Managing Director of the Ghana Water Company Limited. You have all the answers for you. Let's do this quick break and then we return and get into the conversations. This is the 3FM Sunrise.
Love brewed in
is your indefatigable Managing Director of the Ghana Water Company Limited. And he's joined me here, former MP for Damongo. The great one, that's how we refer to him. And he's here. Good morning, sir. Thank you for your time. Good morning.
Good morning, the great one.
How are you?
I'm doing well.
Good.
His grace.
How is work?
Yeah. So far, so good.
So far, so good.
We have serious challenges. The ones headways are being made. We thank God for that.
The work at the Ghana Water Company Limited, did you expect to be there?
No.
But you are doing well.
Yeah, I'm doing my best.
A place that you didn't expect to be, now you are there. Talk to me about it.
I always prefer challenges where a system is not challenging. I don't feel comfortable. I like to sleep and think and see how to resolve challenges. But initially, I didn't know the depth of the problems until when I assumed office. By thanks to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the first thing is to look at the financials, look at the production, look at the transmission, look at the distribution lines, and then look at the demand aspect. Finances were not that good, huge debt. The financial ratios were terrible because debt to the gearing ratio, that is the debt to equity, is about 192%. So that means that Ghana Water Limited cannot go to any bank to borrow to do investment.
You were in trouble.
That means we are out completely. The next one was production. What plants do we have? The treatment plants. And we have 84. 63 are surface water. That means the water flow like Volta Lake, River Pra, River Densu. They are surface water. Then we have the underground water. That means with the use of boreholes, and there are 21. Now, if you take how old they are, you realize that most of the plants are old. Some interventions were made. And I would like to take Accra, for example.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, in Accra, we have 10 treatment plants, or we call them headworks. The first one was Kandi plant in 1950. Second one was Pong Old plant in 1954. The third one is Bamak plant in 1960. And the last one, in terms of the old ones, was Pond New Works in 1967. Then in 1998, under President Rawlings, we constructed the Keseve plant.
Keseve plant?
Yes. It's Ada. Then from 1998, it was 2014. During His Excellency John President Mahama's time, we constructed 4 new plants. That is the Siemens plants at Pong, the Tahal plant at Pong, the desalination plant, and then the China Gezuba plant. That is the 4 under the first term of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
But people have water challenges, don't they?
That is where, since that, this 4 up to date, not additional plant has been constructed.
Wow.
Meanwhile, population continue
to grow.
Demand continue to increase. And as a result, in Accra alone, while the current production capacity is 137 gallons per day, the demand is 210 gallons per day. That means every time we have a shortfall of 73 million gallons a day.
How are you solving that? How are you solving that?
That means first, we need investment in the construction of a new plant in Accra and most other regions. 2, Because the plants, I've named some of them, they are old.
Right.
We need to do what we call increase the plant utilization capacity. So the pond old works and the new works pumps is in process. By the end of the year, we should have the pumps in. Why I'm saying by the end of the year is that they are customized pumps. They are not pumps you go to the shelf to just buy, but they are pumps you have to put give the specification to the manufacturer to produce it specific to that treatment plant. So it takes 6 to 7 months to produce, and then shipment takes 2 to 3 months to ship. So that's what I'm saying. So that means that the plants are now producing about 70% plant utilization. Now, when we install this, it will increase the production to about.
Water has no enemy, that's what they say.
Yes.
But water is becoming your enemy.
Yeah, but it's a challenge, serious challenge.
Tell me about it.
Because, you see, when people say we don't have water, it hurts that they are supposed to have water.
Right.
And there are challenges that we must overcome. And once His Excellency is determined to ensure that this challenge is overcome, I feel comfort in me that our leader is truly in to reset Ghana. And his determination to reset Ghana is real, and we must have patience with him.
Right.
If within the last 8 years of MPP, they had constructed an additional plant,
we wouldn't be talking about this.
We'll be in this. But for the 8 years, not even 1 gallon was added. So we are holding the bulls by the horn, and inshallah, we'll get a headway. The second thing is that the desalination have had challenges over the period. I recall, and with data and facts, in 2019,
right,
the desalination had challenges and was shut down for 1 full year.
Right.
And it has reoccurred since October. Good news is that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has given the directives that Ghana Water Limited, Minister of Finance, the Attorney General, Minister of Justice, we should meet with the shareholders and the lenders to resolve it once
to make it better
for all.
Okay.
So that we don't have any situation where we'll come back, it's shut down because of A and B. We've had the first meeting last week, Wednesday, and there will be another negotiation meeting 19th of this month. And it is my hope that in the shortest possible time, we'll be able to resolve it and get the desalination back.
Properly done.
Once it is back, Teshinungwa, Bachona, Sakumono, Spintes, and Ladedi Kotopong, water problem will solve.
Okay.
And the other generating unit can now take care of the remaining. Because as at now, we have a challenge because without the desalination, we have to now distribute water to each place small, just to satisfy each and everybody.
Right.
And I appreciate their understanding. Yes, we are very much aware of the situation we are, and I want to assure our customers we are working around the clock.
Things will get better.
With the support of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the Minister for Works and Housing and the Finance Minister, Attorney General. Things will be stabilized.
Let's talk about your work at the Water Enclave. How hard are you working to make sure that this gets resolved?
Now, I've spoken about the production.
Right.
As a leader, I have to make sure things work. Each district has been given key performance indicators because one of the critical issues facing us is non-revenue water.
All right.
Non-revenue water is water that we produce, but we cannot account for them.
Right.
And they are in two forms, either through leakages or through theft.
Okay.
Illegal connection, bypassing.
Okay.
Now, with fiscal leakages, any leakage reported, we attend to it. But how do we prevent it to make sure that volume of water transmitted is not wasted? Our Central Workshop is currently producing or fabricating pipelines. The old pipeline were made with metals, and the cost of replacing it for now is very huge.
Okay.
However, some portions are weak. So the Central Workshop is fabricating this pipeline to replace all the weak portions.
Right.
To strengthen it so that we can pump enough water to town. Last 3 weeks, you realize that we put on social media that our 42-inch pipe burst. And when we worked on it and push water again, it burst again. That tells you that we need to replace. So they are feverishly working. We'll replace the major weak portions of the pipe. That gives us the opportunity to push more water to serve and to have a monitoring team. That one will come when during the national service and the other one.
You respond to that.
Monitor the leakages and to encourage the assemblymen and opinion leaders in various districts to report to our platform when any leakage happens.
Okay.
2 commercial losses. I inaugurated 3-member committee in August to trace leakages.
Right.
From August to December, we were able to about 239 customers did illegal connection. Yeah, 239.
Really?
Illegal. Full factory using water illegally to produce.
I see.
Yeah, 239. That is the 3 teams. And the total amount to 8.6 million Ghana cedis. And as of December, we recovered 2.1. The balance of the 6.5, we are proceeding to court to recover it. Because that work has been successful, we've increased the number to 10. And I'd like to let you know that to get this done. So the 10 teams are out there, and we believe the results will increase. We'll be able to identify more illegal connections and make sure that whoever uses Ghana Water Company water
is able to pay the right fee.
Because that means with the 52%, if we produce 100 cubic meters of water, 52 cubic meters goes to waste, to people's houses, leakages.
What are Galamsey? Talk to me about it.
Yeah, it's a challenge.
Tell me about the challenge.
First thing is that when Galamsey is done and they don't follow any regulations, it's not recognized by law because it's an illegal. So they don't take the precautionary measures that Mineral Commission has set up to ensure that they operate within the laws of Ghana. You know, Mineral Commission under Article 167 set it out clearly. Once they don't follow it, pollution takes effect, and we are bear the branch of it because when water is polluted, the chemical costs increase. Most of the water bodies we used to use alum. We now use polyelectrolyte, which is 4 times the cost of alum. 2, the pumps are designed for a certain turbidity of water. So when it goes beyond that turbidity, it becomes difficult to operate. And if you try to force it, it will break down. And the cost of a pump is very high. We experienced this significantly in August. August, it was very, very, very serious. But as of last week, I've visited the Eastern region, I've visited Western region with the minister and Central region. Yeah, the turbidity is still high, but it's much lower than what we experienced in August, where the plants have to shut down. But this time the plant can operate. So the turbidity within is range by which the plants can
it's
operate.
hitting you differently.
But it's still high. And we think that if it continues, it can still affect our pumps.
I see. Interesting. This Ghana Water Company conversation, how hard does it hurt you?
It hurts me so much. First, people call, oh, there's a radio program. Have you listened to it? People say A, B, C, D. Then when I come, I have to call for it. Just 3 days ago, there was a radio program, the Joy News.
Okay.
A lot of people sent messages. A lot of people said call. I asked for both the messages and the audio. Listened to all of it. And I realized that the rationing that we're doing, we have to change it in another way. So I sent all of them to the 3 chief managers in the region. And Friday we'll have a meeting and then see how to go about it. Even though we started it, but I think we need to emphasize. Because we ration, we have dates for each area. So if Kotobabi is Thursday today, they pump water to Kotobabi. But sometimes we have challenges. Right. If the transmission line has a problem, or we have power challenges,
right,
that means that they cannot supply on Thursday. But Friday is expected to be somewhere, so they jump Kotobabi. I'm just using it as an example. And then go to another area to pump.
Right.
Sometimes it's not able to ramp enough water to serve the people. Or when the water goes, those are the who are first to be served. Because they are fetching, there is no pressure to serve the far end. That's where the issue is. Yes, there's no pressure to serve the far end. And when the day is over, then they move. So we are directing them that if you supply a place like Kotobabi, monitor it. If today is not able to serve everybody, continue to pump.
Then there's a problem there.
So that those behind or far away can get the water before you move to the next one. And I believe that if somebody gets water once a week, but when it comes, everybody gets.
Then there's a problem.
It's better than when you send water and not so many people get it. And then you now move it to another area to serve. So I want to ask customers to be patient with us. We are putting measures in place to make sure that we pump water to the various areas.
Interesting. Adam Mutawakilo is my guest. This Ghana Water Company conversation that we're having now, it looks like it's a checkered issue. Does it come to you as a concern and a worry? It comes to you as a concern and a worry?
It's concern and worry, but as I said, it comforts me that there is so much hope when the leader of the government, that is His Excellency John Dramani Mahama,
is doing his best
to fix it. So you know that there is hope.
Right.
There is serious hope. So I want to entreat, yes, we have 8 years of no investment much in the Ghana water, in water sector. I am assuring them that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has a plan to resolve it. And that is why the desalination, he said after this we have to resolve it once and for all. And then
the Tashi people are not happy.
Yes. I have to always send my PR there to talk to them.
Stanley Mate?
Yes.
You've been sending him there to go and talk to the people?
Yes. We have to engage them. It's very, very important. We have continual engagement is key. And when it comes to discussion, we have lenders and shareholders at one side, and then government on another side. It's not one thing you just get up one day and say, okay, fixed. No, you have to negotiate.
Some more work has to be done.
You have to negotiate. And that is what I said. We've gone through the first round of negotiation. And we believe that by the second round, we should have a headway to resolve it once and for all. And therefore, the people of Teshi, Nungwa, Sakumono will have peace of mind and know that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has resolved it. There's no day the plant will shut down and it will be rest assured.
This 24-hour economy conversation, is Ghana Water Company plugged in?
Our plants work. We don't serve, for example, they from 8 to 5. Our plants continue to run.
Okay.
So we have our production team who make sure that the plant run 24 or 15 hours a day. If we are able to have enough in the
supply.
reservoir.
Okay. To pump
or
to people.
The booster stations to pump to the city. So in that case, they will have some rest. But anytime demand is going down, they are emptying the reservoirs and the booster station, then immediately it kickstarts.
I know that you went around the regions.
Yeah.
What did you find?
So far in January, I've taught about 7 regions.
Right. What did you find?
One is this is not my first time of going.
Right.
I have made it.
I know that you've been roaming around.
Yeah, the beginning of the year, I have to visit all the regions.
Right.
The end of the year, the middle of the year, I have to visit.
Right.
So somewhere July, I'll be going.
You go again.
First thing is that it's motivational for your staff
to see the MD
director
coming
before them and giving them the opportunity to raise issues.
Right.
That engagement is very, very important. It also gives me the opportunity to have direct contact with my staff as to what I want to achieve, what Ghana Water Company want to achieve, what the president wants to achieve, what the whole of Ghana want to achieve. It's very refreshing when you have interaction with them that way. So I've made it at beginning of the year, first half of the year, the next July, August, I should visit all.
Right.
And so far, I've visited 7 regions.
Daniel Dapo, for example, has a question about water shortage in Ashoma. How do you respond to that?
Yeah. We have, as I indicated, we have challenges. But what he has indicated, how long has it take and there's water flowing, so that I can discuss with the region and the district, and they will explain to me why they haven't.
The Taifa people too, what do you say to them?
They should be rest assured
that
they will get water, and in due course, things will stabilize.
But water has no enemy.
That is a fact.
And then you are making water their enemy. The great one. The great one. You are making water their enemy.
It's not that I intentionally made water their enemy. And that is
it a problem you came to meet?
I met it, as I explained.
When you came, you saw the problem.
The problem was there.
You are fighting hard to solve it.
And I'm trying my best with the support of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. I'm fighting to solve it. It's a challenge. And that challenge is not like we just go and key and that ends it.
Right.
It needs investment. It needs certain things to be done. And that is what I'm working on. Inshallah, things will stabilize.
So let me ask a very simple question. The roads that are dug, you find that, roads are dug, they are trying to fix pipes, etc., and then when they finish, they don't repair them, and it looks like a problem. Has it come to your attention?
We have Ghana Water collaborate with Ghana Highways Authority and the Ministry of Roads and Highways when it comes to construction of roads and laying of pipes. And we have 2 ways of laying the pipe. If there is an existing road, you can do what we call boring. You don't necessarily cut the road, but you dig and bore a hole under it across, fill it, and make sure the right thing is done. But to just go and cut down the road and then do it and leave, I think
that's where
we
the
cannot
problem
just
is.
go and do that, because we have to always inform the Minister of Highways, just like Minister of Highways, when they are constructing any road, they write to us to identify our pipes so that they can relocate them in the course of construction. And also, if they are constructing a road that we need to extend pipes to, we normally discuss with them to create culverts at the vantage point so that we can put the pipes through without necessarily cutting the road. So we have that collaboration with Ghana Highways. And
this conversation about Galamsey, you have been complaining about it. It hurts you. It hurts us. It hurts everybody. But Galamsey, Ghana Water, you say, oh, it's spoiling your what do you call it, your plants, etc. What can we do? Talk to me.
When it comes to fighting Galamsey, it cuts across ministries. If you take Ministry for Environment, Science and Technology, if you take Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, we are the recipient of the water. So if you come under Ghana Water, Ministry of Works and Housing, we have a Water Resources Commission. They are supposed to make sure that the water is protected, conserved. The forest and water falls under other ministries. So it's interministerial.
Right.
We only take custody of the water when it hits our reservoirs for us to process. So it's not like Ghana Water is solely responsible for ensuring from the source of the water to our intake. We are responsible. So we collaborate with all these agencies, including national security, to ensure that the water that we get is good for processing.
Okay.
So it doesn't fall under Ghana Water jurisdiction alone to just do that. That is why
Odelia sent me a message now. She says, good morning, Mr. Hughes. Please inform your guest that those of us in the Madina estate never had water flowing through our taps. I have not had water in Madina estate never near Pentecost area, and they say they don't have water. Pentecost Hospital.
That is why I said we have redesigned the rationing. That's the beginning.
Right.
Now, if Madina estate side is getting water today, and they pump, maybe there is a challenge.
Right.
Or the location is far away.
Right.
Today alone cannot serve the whole place. So that's why we said, Friday when we meet, if they are supplying Madina, it will take 2 days for the whole of Madina to get. They should serve them.
Right.
Because people will store the water.
That's right.
Before they turn to another area to serve.
To serve them.
But if they just pick one day, push water to Madina zone, and those who are close to get, then to store the water, they will store, and then before you realize, those behind will
now
get.
Start not
and
getting.
then we now move to another area.
Okay.
It's not the best.
I want to
concentrate in an area.
Sorry.
Pump the water continuously
and let them receive that.
Day 2 to all of them get water.
How does ECG affect your workings? Because you also need energy to pump the water. You are very gifted within the energy sector, within the water sector. You are very gifted in, and I remember your days as MP.
I was the ranking member for Mines and Energy.
Thank you very much. So you were very gifted. Now it comes to the point that you are running Ghana Water Company, and ECG perhaps will not be delivering excellently on your mandate for you. How do you put the conundrum together?
It's electricity. We consume 30%. Our revenue. If you take the tariff, 30% goes is cost of
the money you make. 30%. You give 30% to ECG.
If you are doing estimates, 30% is cost of electricity.
Adam Mutakilo. Say that again.
I'm saying that when PURC is doing the revenue requirement, the plants are huge. They are old.
You give 30% of your money.
I'm saying we consume
what you 30%, make.
Yes.
What you make and collect from us.
But what is happening is we consume power. Huge amount of power.
Sixtus. They say 30% of our money goes to Ghana Water.
Let
me explain it well.
Let me understand my analysis.
Explain.
That means that 30% of our operations is power.
Hey.
Yes. Power.
30%.
You know the machines, they are not small machines.
I am not contesting you. I just want to understand.
The challenge we have is that currently, if na revenue water is 52%, That means that if you produce 100 cedis water, you can only account 48 cedis. You can't account 52.
For real?
That is the meaning of non-revenue water being 52.
Hey.
And that is why I set up the task force, 10 teams, and deployed the national service personnel. Yesterday, you hear that I've rated 200.
Yes.
One of their responsibility, first responsibility, arrest the reduction. Second responsibility is to educate customers the use of electronic payment.
But why are people stealing your water?
Because water you can connect, bury it. It's not like electricity, where you do illegal, it might be hanging.
Yes.
And people can see. Somebody can get up 2 a.m., they connect, bury it and seal it, and you will not know. And we don't yet have that technology. Do you get my point? So
it's shocking.
It's shocking. If 30% of our operations is electricity, the next question is, are we able to pay?
We're not.
We are not. Unless we are able to recover a lot of them. So we pay to them, but we are not paying the right bill. Hoping that when we improve the revenue, as the measures are put in place, at least we'll be able to honor.
Let me ask you, how much do you spend to buy alum and chlorine to treat water for us?
Yeah. Alum this year, even though there were procurement that were made down, we need almost 200.
They bought some before you came?
Some extend for trade. No. We still have some 1.5 years.
No. You explain that one to me first. What did you come to meet?
Yeah.
Before what you have spent?
Yeah. What we came to power, there were certain stocks.
How much?
Some lasting for 5 years.
They bought alum.
No, I mean in stocks. Alum is not the only chlorine gas.
Yeah.
We have issues with the chlorine.
So they bought.
Let me just pick them one by one.
They'll pick them one by one.
You see, chlorine is for disinfection.
Okay.
We also have what we call calcium hypochlorite.
Right.
It's for disinfection.
Right.
So when I came, they had signed contract for calcium hypochlorite for 3 years. Also signed contract for supply of chlorine gas. So.
And how much was it valued at?
Yeah, it's almost 6 million Ghana cedis.
Bought and kept.
For the chlorine, yes.
Jesus.
But the calcium, the problem I think, the calcium hypochlorite expires. Chlorine gas do not. So I have to put a halt to the chlorine gas.
And this one has been bought and kept.
Yes, for the next 3 years. Yes.
Hey, call Dr. Adapo for me.
Now, so I have to put a halt to the chlorine gas. Why? That one is imported. And I realized delay in sending the cylinders back within 180 days was more costly than the cost of the chlorine.
Are you serious?
Gas, yes. So I put a halt.
Are you being serious?
I'm telling you, I put a halt to them importing 145 cylinders and renegotiate it to increase the lead time to 365 days. So that means if they supply the chlorine, we need 365 days to send back the cylinders. In that case, we don't incur delay charges.
The former managing director of Ghana Water Company Limited,
on the ground.
He bought chlorine that will last for 5 years.
He ordered.
And paid.
I'm saying not paid. Look, let me be clear with that. Line, the chlorine was not supplied yet. It's not that the chlorine was supplied. That's why I said take time.
I'm taking my time.
The calcium hypochlorite was for 3 years. Then chlorine was ordered for supply. Meanwhile, they perform the same function. And we have also some few chlorine in. So I have to put a halt to it so that we exhaust the calcium hypochlorite. Until October, we realize that we need some few of the chlorine. to add up to the calcium hypochlorite. But I renegotiated the terms, extending the lead time from 180 days to 365 days, because when I came, I realized that the return of the cylinders is normally the huge cost. When they dispatch the cylinders with the gas to the various stations, they don't return on time. And once within 180 days they are not back, then you have to start paying. And the cost of the delay in sending the chlorine cylinders back, gas cylinders back, was more than the cost of the chlorine. So I have to tackle it.
Wow.
Now, after they agreed for the 365 days, in October we realized that, okay, let's bring some few ones, knowing that some treatment plant will use it and we can return. Now, we ask each production manager
to submit.
When we bring chlorine gas to you and you exhaust it, and we are bringing another one, you have to take the empty chlorine cylinders into the vehicle that brought the new ones to bring it back. And if you don't do that, we'll say charge it on your salary. You get my point?
I get it.
So that when you receive chlorine gas, you don't wait and delay it and delay it. You know that when you request for the next one and the truck brings that one, put the empty one in the truck.
I'm in shock,
to bring
actually.
it to Accra.
I'm in shock.
It's serious.
I'm in shock.
It's serious.
So this was what you meant?
Yes, you have to face it and handle it. And I feel once I'm able to negotiate the terms and move the lead time to 360, not to incur delay charges, I'm making savings for the company.
Did you tell the president about this?
I report to my minister first.
And what did your minister say?
He definitely will do same. Move it. If you take, I interact with most of my colleagues, and it's spread everywhere.
Like cost,
they didn't leave.
Cost generated, but products and the distribution not done.
No, I think you're not getting my point.
So I'm saying so we have incurred costs, but we did not buy the things. We ordered the things. The thing did not arrive, and then we left it at that. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Okay.
Now, if I need products to work,
right,
it has to go through the procurement process.
That's correct.
Once you get the contract, you have the right to supply. Are you getting my point?
I'm getting you now.
They have done that. The issues I have is that if calcium hypochlorite perform the same function as chlorine gas, then you ordered both at this, you procure both at the same time. Meanwhile, one will last for 3 years per your procurement. The best thing you can do is not to bring so much of chlorine gas so that this one which has delay charges will be reduced, so that we don't incur so much delay charges. So when I came, they had procured them. Not that doesn't mean that they had brought the, they have incurred, made us to pay. It hasn't been paid yet. But calcium hypochlorite was already in our stores. The chlorine gas, they wanted to bring some. About 145 cylinders. I said, okay, once we have calcium hypochlorite, that can perform the function of the chlorine gas. And we already have some chlorine gas with us. That's 145. Hold on to it. Let's renegotiate them the terms. Are you getting my point?
I get you.
So while we use the calcium hypochlorite and the chlorine gas we already have in Ghana, we ask them, let's renegotiate. I have realized that your delay charges is more than the cost of the chlorine. Why don't we renegotiate the return date, the lead time? So I was able to push it from 180 days to 365 days. So that means we have 1 year to return the cylinder.
Bonigas is asking a question on Facebook. He says, I should ask you, for those of them in Amasaman, they always get a bill, but they don't get the water and they get a bill. Amasaman, do you know about this?
Yes. Issues have been raised like this, and I did investigate. Amasaman, they take their water from Nsawam, Eastern region.
Right.
And there are one plant that is working, that was constructed under His Excellency in his first term.
Right.
We have
John Dramani Mahama.
Yes, John Dramani Mahama. And we have an old plant. Now, what I realize about it, some people are on flat rate. Once you're on flat rate, whether
the
you
bill
consume
will come.
or not, they just bill.
Right.
And some who are on meters, there are service charges, that one will come. And if you have a meter or flat rate and they charge you, please report to the district. We'll verify and then reverse it.
The conversation about you and fire hydrants in Ghana Fire Service, what is it? Sometimes they get there, say there's no water, What do you have to say?
We have hydrants, and they store water.
Right.
So if the hydrant water is used, and we don't pump water to that area, you realize that it won't be filled again.
That's right.
That is just the So if, for example, an area has hydrant and there is water, it contains water, you finish it. But we have not pumped water to that area. It will be difficult to have the water. So the hydrant will be empty.
Right.
The hydrant will be empty for you to pump.
Let's activate the phone lines.
Until when we have regular flow of water such that
you won't have those problems coming to you.
Yeah, Ateshi wanted to use some of the hydrant.
The desalination project, I've seen that you are trying to reactivate it.
Yes.
What's the latest?
His Excellency has directed that the Ghana Water Limited, Minister of Finance, Attorney General, meet with the shareholders and the lenders.
Right.
To resolve it once and for all.
Right.
We had a first meeting on Wednesday last week. The second meeting will be 19th of this month.
Right.
And it is my hope that we'll be able to resolve it, and then the plant will be operational again. He has directed that it should be solved once and for all. It shouldn't repeat again. And I did indicate 2019, it was shut down for almost 1 year. And this is the second time under him. This one is under him, and he wants to resolve it once and for all. And when it is resolved, Teshi, Nongua, Spintes, Sakumono, Dade Kotopon, they will all start getting sufficient water, and we can redirect the water that will come to some of the areas now to serve the other parts of Accra.
We'll activate the phone lines for you in a bit, and then you can always call in 055-924-2717 and 055-691-0154, 055-924-2717 and 055-691-0154. And let's hear your questions about water. Adam Mutawakilu, former member of parliament for Damongo constituency, the great one we call him. He's now managing director of the Ghana Water Company Limited. And your calls are now invited. Water conversation. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Abu.
Yes, sir.
Abu, in Siasem.
And the Kokomeme and Sumba and the program as one.
Kokomlemle.
Yes.
Kokomlemle is a city center. How don't you have water?
Oh, now I don't maintenance. I don't know brand at all. Freedom I'm going through boiler there. My brand to meet so Antron.
That one say bang.
I'm not them go cry here, woman, to under my body for a while. But Kokomeme to American. Area on in Sumba, and yes, a media grow. Obi about Freddie, Oba American.
Inti Kokomeme in so nimba.
No, I'm a catcher.
Mami area no pepe. ATTC.
I go ever GR children, I back ECG, I call me for ATT school inside one. So I'm no catching.
You, Mate. Thank you. Thank you.
I know Chambra.
Medase. Bye. Honorable ATTC.
Yes.
Kokomlemle.
Yeah, I want to thank him for the call and to tell him that I've noted it and I'll communicate it to my production team.
But did you know about this conversation?
It's difficult to know as a managing director how everywhere I have to be front. It's difficult to know.
That's fair. So are you going to fix it for
That's
him?
what I'm saying, that yes. Now that I'm informed about this,
right.
As I said, I'll find out about what rationing they are doing.
Right.
Why is it that the ATTC hasn't gotten water?
Right.
What they should do. Yes.
Okay.
Hello.
Good morning.
Johnny.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What's happened is Blue Top Estate, Kaswa.
Blue Top.
One of the
Kaswa.
big estates in Kaswa, Blue Top Estate.
Right.
Almost 2 years ago, when MPP came to do the drains, they cut off some pipelines.
Right.
Since then, 2 years now, water has not been flowing to some part of the Blue Top Estate.
Hey.
Yes. Every man, the guy will come around to come and read a meter which doesn't read, because water has not been flowing through the meter for about 2 years now. We've been to the office, which is at Nyanyanu Road.
Right.
Oh, we will come today. We will come tomorrow. We will come today.
Right.
2 years now.
Okay.
You can imagine all these houses that are not getting water, and Ghana Water is losing money.
Okay, so my brother, what you do for me? Give me your number, and then
my number is the one I'm using to call you.
No, I can't see it.
You can't see it. Can I mention it now?
Why not? Go ahead, please. The minister will write it. 0244 480
893. I'm one of the residents.
Yes, 0244 480 893.
Yes.
So he'll call you. What's your name, Chairman?
The name is David.
David.
They are losing money. They are losing money.
Boss man will call you right now. Yeah?
Thank you.
Thank you. And trust 3 FM to do it for you. Okay.
All right.
Sure.
The road was being constructed under the MPP.
Right.
We have disruption in water supply. Most of the
so that's what happened.
No, it could be another area that is being affected. About 2,500 people had no water.
Just like that.
The relocation should have been done before construction, and that is why we had a meeting with the Minister of Roads 3 weeks ago,
and
to
that's
regularize it, to make sure that before any road contractor takes off,
right,
the relocation is done. Put in place with the pipes, then before construction starts. So he will get in touch. My team will get in touch with you.
Please call him.
Trace you to that place, and then we'll fix it up.
If you don't call him, Astus and Mabel and Lois will...
No, he will have my number, and when they are done, he gets back to me and gives me the report.
I hear you, boss.
Thank you.
055-924-2717 and 055-691-0154. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, boss. How are you, Chairman?
I'm fine. I'm good.
Labi.
My name is Francis.
Francis, talk to me.
Yes, Francis. Yes, and I'm calling from East Legon Hills.
Talk to me.
Yes, Johnny, please ask Honorable why for the past 2 years East Legon Hills we've not had water.
Hey,
we've been to the water company severally. We've gone to the regional. We've gone to the headquarters, but still nothing is being done about it. Please.
East Legon Hills.
What he will do.
Okay.
How he's going to fix our problem. East Legon Hills.
I hear you, boss. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
East Legon Hills.
Yeah. It has come up, and I want to assure them a team is working on it.
East Legon Hills.
Exactly.
You know about the problem.
Yeah. In one area like that, we realized that somebody has gone to close the valve somewhere.
East Legon Hills.
Not East Legon Hill. In one area.
In one other place.
Yes. And because that valve was closed, they were denied water.
For real?
Yes. So the team will investigate and then we'll get it resolved. I can just give the number as well. So they will investigate and then we'll find a way to get you. You deserve
East
water.
Legon Hills.
At least.
Please get them water for me, I beg you.
So the team will come up, we investigate it, we'll resolve it for them.
Okay,
At
thank
least.
you. Sorry about that. Please call me 055-924-2717 and 055-691-0154. Good morning.
Morning, Dabai.
Hey, my brother, how are you doing?
Oh, fine.
Great.
It's long time.
I did for you. I'm with you every day.
You do for me, and I text you, Mister. You don't receive.
Oh, relax for me.
Okay.
Now, what's your water situation?
I just want to ask a question, Honorable Gallows.
Alaji, let's hear you.
In the northern region, a lot of people crying for the water. So I don't know. President promised us that we will get the water end of the getting to 2 years time. Still up to now, we don't hear anything again. So ask my senior for me.
Where in the northern region? I sit on the skin in the northern region.
Specifically, Tamale.
Tamale is big. Where in Tamale?
Yeah, Tamale Yendi Savelugu.
Tamale Yendi Savelugu. Okay, all right. I hear you.
Yes.
Okay.
So Honorable Mutawakil Gallos.
Okay.
You people should just look about our water challenges.
Okay, I hear you, Alaji.
May God bless our homeland and make our nation strong.
Amen.
There are three things His Excellency has directed. First is to replace the parts of the existing treatment plant.
Right.
2 is to change the pumps. And then 3, the EU-funded project that will bring huge supply of water.
Right.
And it will be tapped from Yape.
Okay.
Now,
Kasaugu.
From Yape, the Volta Lake.
Right.
So that we have a reliable source of water. Now, the spare parts, by 15th of next month, the spare parts will be replaced.
Right.
Yesterday, I had discussion with the contractor. He said within the next 2 weeks, the parts will be here, will be cleared, and then installation will start.
Let's pick this call now.
Second one.
Sorry, hold on. I thought. Good morning.
Donna.
Yes, boss. Abu.
Hold on, Pam. So me could be a top number. Me Catherine, me could be afraid I started back at Grantham.
I mean, say managing director or Hanti.
To me could be afraid I started back at Grantham.
First, no kind of name, but MD or Hokaya no Mubi.
Because of the directives, probably I gave that when you are pushing water to an area.
He said now the water is flowing.
Ramp it up so that everybody gets. Then you now move to another area. Continue to pump, ramp it up.
The water is flowing now.
Thank you very much. I'm grateful that he has called to let people know that
the water is flowing.
Yes. Then, apart from the spare part, when it is replaced, we are in the procurement process of the pumps to replace them.
Right.
The negotiation is ongoing for the EU-funded project, which will just come and solve all the problems.
Let me ask you this question about this whole conversation about how much chemicals you are pushing into our water.
Yeah.
Are you not killing us?
No.
Tell me more.
The process of producing water is to make sure that you safeguard these disasters. First is what we call the aeration process. The aeration. Then from there, if the water, like Galamsey, where the water is a bit polluted, we do what we call sedimentation. So we sediment it,
right?
Take it to the clarifier,
right? For you to be sure,
for to get rid of the color and everything.
Right.
Then during from there, that's where we need what is it? Chlorine gas or calcium hypochlorite, so that any
impurity
is taken care of.
Let's pick this call.
Then we do the pH, test it,
okay,
and be rest assured that it's good for drinking before.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
How are you, boss?
I'm fine.
Talk to me, Labi.
No, this is Ima calling from home.
Hey, Ima, long time.
Yeah, long time.
You have abandoned me. You have abandoned me.
No, I'll be asking of you.
Oh no, you abandoned me.
Oh no, I'll be asking of you every day.
Let me hear you.
You and Helen and other people.
Let me hear from you now. Talk to me.
Okay, so Mr. Johnny.
Yes, sir.
My place, the water stopped coming. That was somewhere October last year.
Where is your place?
Boom.
Boom. Hey.
Boom. Yeah.
You are closer to the plant, though.
Yeah, but we don't have water. But the one thing that we don't understand is that the factories that are around our area that produce water,
right?
Let me say, company like Belaqua, they produce every day. But we, the people around, we don't have the water. So I asked one of the workers who work at Ghana Water Company,
right?
And what he told me is that they channel the water to the industry. So those factories, they are having access to the water, but in the township there, like. So some self-company, they do manhole to get rainwater to use to sell for we the town people.
Okay.
So ask minister that why is it that the factory, if we are all in the same part, like why is it that the factories are getting water to produce, but we the citizens we don't have water to tap?
Okay, Ima, let me ask MD for you. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Ima. I'm grateful.
Okay,
thank you very much, Ima. Belaqua is on our neck. They are not getting water to produce. Yes, to be very frank.
Belaqua is what?
It's on our neck. They are not getting water to produce.
Hey.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, I have to be clear. And if you want, I can show you some messages.
No, don't show me.
So it's not like Belaqua is taking the water
and
producing, and you are not getting. Please, to be very frank, Belaqua is having challenges with water.
But Ima says that the water is coming, they are producing.
Like how they won't be on Ghana Water Company next.
They won't be on your neck.
Yeah, that. So a team has gone there to assess the situation.
Okay. Now, Neron Boniga says, Johnny, please. Sorry. It says, let me ask about Amasaman. We always get a bill, but the water doesn't flow. Zakaria Mohammed says, Johnny, good morning. My issue is when will the Ghana Water Company agree to fixing our pipe with meters we get to pay, but we don't consume?
Yeah, so
Amasaman again.
Let me. We have an issue. And we are resolving it. We want to do remote reading.
Right.
We have smart meters, but it's not being used smartly. So in October, I split my technology innovation unit and innovation unit to GIS and ICT.
Right.
And I've tasked them to let us move to remote reading. I think if it is remote reading, it will automatically read how much water flow in.
Right.
And 16th of this month, they've picked one district to do a pilot. If the pilot succeeds, we'll take it across the whole of Accra before moving to other regions.
Right.
So 16, they will start the pilot, and I hope it will succeed. And once it works well, then we spread it so that you consume for what you pay.
What does Adam Mutawakili want to be remembered for as managing director of Ghana Water Company Limited? We know you for what you did at Damongo, but tell me about what you want to remember for.
Thank you very much. First, my first motive, objective or vision is to make Ghana Water financially viable.
Okay.
My second vision is the support of His Excellency, and he has shown it clearly. We have to bridge the gap between demand and supply. Once everybody can sit at home, turn on the taps and water flows, I will go home peacefully, sleep well. One, for being able to do it.
Right.
Two, for making my minister, my board, my management, and all His Excellency proud that we've turned around the water sector.
Are you hoping to get back into Parliament?
That, for now, my motive is to fulfill His Excellency vision.
To give us water.
And it is
to
not
drink.
my turn to be rushing, to conflict what the president has asked me for and going back as at now.
Are we paying more for water?
We are not.
We are not paying more for water?
Yeah.
Are we paying reasonable prices for water?
Not.
We are not. So you charge us more?
No, I just want
I want to understand you.
I want each and every customer to accept, to testify.
Right.
When Ghana Water Company supply water and you pay,
right,
and then you go for a tanker for it to supply, what is the margin? Are you getting my point? When Ghana Water gives you a bill at the end of the month,
right,
when you get water and they give you a bill, and when there is no water, you go and buy. What is the margin, the difference? That will tell you that truly I'm not paying realistic tariffs for water. But it's not only in Ghana. In Ghana, ours is quite low.
So
in somewhere, it is a bit reasonable, but not economical. Because denying people water, you are inviting health issues.
My boss.
So it's more of a social intervention.
My general manager of news.
Pay reasonably.
My general manager of news, Assistant Hable, he said sometimes when he opens his tap, he just hears hissing sound. There's no water flowing.
Yes.
Do I get charged for doing that?
No. So that tells you that probably water is being pushed.
But it has not reached my tent.
But if it is consumed on the way, that's why we said they have to continue to pump. That means there is hope water coming. But once those who have it earlier are storing it, the pressure will come to your tap.
So I have to save myself.
So we have directed that push and push and push till everybody gets before you move to another area. Push. So that if they get even once a week,
right,
they will be happy. Once they know that we'll get it this day, they will store enough to operate. But if you push, maybe they are not even able to fill their tank.
Right.
Others haven't gotten, and now you switch to another area. That is where we experience in most of these things.
Right. Adam Mutawakili, closing thoughts from you, and then we'll wrap up this conversation.
Thank you very much.
What do you want to leave with your consumers? What's your pledge?
I just, first of all, want to thank them for their patience. Their patience in the sense that if they have no patience,
right,
this country or a crowd have been in chaos with demonstrations. That alone, I thank them for that.
Right.
And I want to assure them, inshallah, things will stabilize. They will have reliable supply of water.
Right.
And I'll continue to engage them. I'll continue to discuss with them for improvement in the water sector. And I want to take the final one to thank His Excellency for this opportunity given me to serve him and to serve the people of Ghana.
The great one.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for attending upon us.
Thank you.
We're grateful.
Most grateful.
Let's celebrate birthdays now.
Happy birthday.
If it's your birthday today, happy birthday to you. We wish you long life and prosperity. Haja Nura is stepping into the studio right now to give us the full detail of the news updates. Haja, how are you doing?
Very well, thank you. Good morning, Jenny.
Haja, do you get shocked when people expose each other by saying that, oh, we're in love, but we're actually not in love, etc.?
Oh, yeah, I do.
And the AJ show,
I
Three
wonder
Lounge,
how some people,
why people do that to themselves. What's going on in this country?
And we're in the month of love. It's rather unfortunate.
Unfortunately, then they do that to themselves. The DJ Phil particularly has done that to people.
Oh, really?
I've been surprised.
Wow, this is news to my ears.
Concerned. I get worried, and I keep asking myself what's going on.
It's breaking the hearts.
Yeah, it's breaking the heart. Happy birthday to Benjamin Yamwa, senior sports journalist, wishing you the day filled with grace and glory. Happy birthday to you. Also a happy birthday to Edmondo. It's your birthday today. We wish you all the best. And if it's your birthday today, we wish you a happy birthday. I want to play this very special one for Astus Kwasia Hable. Should I? Edmond did a flyer for me today, Edmondo. Astus likes his reggae. We'll play for him. Yeah.
Oh, today's his birthday.
Today's Astus's birthday?
No, I'm asking.
No, it's not his birthday. It's not his birthday. Relax. Why? Do you want to give him a gift?
Oh, I was wondering why I didn't know about it.
You want to give him a gift?
If it was his birthday, yeah. If it were his birthday.
But if it is not his birthday?
Oh, if it's not his birthday, dear, say
I told
normal
you.
Day.
He will go and meet you in the office.